Hello, you are highly welcome and I'm happy to see you. My name is Feruke Abdurazak and my bride name is Ferrari Dynamic Enterprise or my social handle. And I want to personally welcome you to this training on how to buy shares on the stock exchange. I'm really glad you are here because the decision to learn about investing is one of the most important decisions you can make for your financial future. Let's be honest with ourselves. The Nigerian economy today is not easy for an average person. Inflation is very high, the cost of living keeps rising, and for many people, one source of income is no longer the game of the day. Salaries are stretched, it's not easy. Business face uncertainty, and many hardworking people are doing everything right, but yet still struggling to stay afloat financially. I'm not here as someone who has it all figured out or came from wealth, but rather, I'm here as someone like you. Someone who realized early that depending on a single source of income is risky, especially in times like this. I began my journey into investing and the stock exchange because I wanted a better life, more stable future, not just for myself, but for my family. Along the way, I learned that when you understand how money works, especially through investment like shares, you give yourself options, and option means freedom. That is why I've decided to help people like me, people who are willing to learn, grow, and take control of their financial lives. Business, investment, and Ponzi scheme. When you are doing business, you earn money by selling your real product or services and you make profit from customers. You are directly involved or you put someone in charge to work under your guide. In business, you must have something you are offering the public that in return you make profit from them. But when we talk about investment, you put your money into assets like stocks, bond, property, gold. You are expecting return from legitimate growth or income of a particular company. Investment like real estate, gold, you have to put your money and wait for it to yield. And that is going to cause you a long time overview so that before you can make profit, it might be a long time. And on the other hand, let us look at Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme pays return to earlier participants, those who first of all put their money into action, and they rake that money from the newly recruited participants. It is different from business or investment, but people have been using it interchangeably. Now, since we are talking about investment, we want to use shares, stock, as a field of study, and that is why you are here because you want to learn how to buy share on your own. So what exactly is stock? Exactly is stock. A stock is a piece or unit of ownership in any company. Stock is the same thing as share or equity. Having a stock in a company makes you part owner or shareholders of that company. When you buy something from them, you give your money to them. Imagine being a shareholder in some of the world's biggest companies like Apple, Coca-Cola, Google, etc. Don't worry, you don't need millions to be a shareholder in any of these companies. You see, companies can approach the public for money by offering their shares for sale. And the first time a company offers its share to the public is called IPO, Initial Public Offering. And this time the company need financial help from the public. So when they approach us for money, that is IPO. And when you give them money in exchange, you are given unit or fraction of the company share for you to own it. This makes you a shareholder in that company. It's as simple as that. Then what is the stock market? Yes, let us look at what stock market is. Stock market is a network of stock exchanges where investors like me and you buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. Investors like you and I purchase those shares which allow the company to raise money from the public to grow or expand their shares, their business. You can see that your money invested in this company helps the company to grow. And that is why you don't get instant return because they use this money to grow their business along the line. And for every profit they made, you will also receive profit in your account you are having with them. I think you see how it is very different from Ponzi scheme now. Then how does the stock market work? In order to understand how the stock market works, we need to understand that there are two basic types of market that we have. We have primary market and we have secondary market. Yes, the primary market, this is where the shares are created originally and a company lists their shares through an IPO, initial public offer, like I said. Remember, an IPO is when a company first lists their shares to the public. The share is directly from the company. See the primary stage as the point where the company is still starting up and pulling funds from the public for business expansion. Years back, Mr. Tony Elumelu listed his new company, that's Transpower, in the Nigeria Stock Exchange platform. Now, the secondary market, this is the essentially stock exchange, is where the supply and demand of these shares are bought, sold, and traded every single day. This is a stage where we the masses can put 1,000, 2,000 to work. So majority of the company are not in primary listing again, but we can buy our share from the secondary listing of any company. Hence, you can buy shares in unit. Each 1 million unit of shares with MTN and have 10 unit of share with Airtel, have another unit of share with another company. We have unit that is less than 10 naira, even 5 naira, even 1 naira. You will have seen that various banks have been sending you mail to come and buy shares from them, right? They are on public offer, but not IPO, because they have listed their shares before. They still have it in the brokerage app. I will be introducing you to if you'd love to proceed with the training. Now, how can you make money from stock market? This is the aspect you are waiting for, right? Someone is already thinking, if I buy share now, what then happen to my money? What then happened to my money? How do I recover or make profit on it? Let's calm down. Investor like you and I can profit from owning stock in one or two ways. One, we have dividend payment and we have value appreciation. Now let us talk about dividend payment. Under dividend payment, dividend is a profit a company makes and distributes among their shareholders. Can you see now? This profit is made from the business because you have invested in it. It can be paid quarterly, 6 month interval, or even yearly. Some pay every month. And we also have a company paying dividend monthly. Each shareholder gets their dividend based on the number of units of shares they bought with those companies. E.g., for example now, in March 2025, Dangote Cement declared a dividend payment of 30 naira per share. That time, if you or I hold 1,000 units of Dangote Cement, then what I will get for that period is my 1,000 units of share times 30 naira dividend. That is going to give me a token of 30,000 naira. And my original money is still intact. Can you see how the profit continues to grow? Now let us talk about value appreciation. You make money under value appreciation when you sell your share at price higher than when you bought them. The only time you can make loss in buying share is if you sell your share when it has not appreciated at all. And why will you do that? Since you already know it's a long-term investment. For example, if you bought a unit for 5 naira with 1,000 total of shares and it has grown to like 300 naira per unit, that's like 295 naira gain on each of the shares. If you tend selling the 1,000 units, that's going to give you like 295,000 naira for what you bought with 5,000 naira. At this junction, it looked like I should go and collect my school fees from my university. You mean I spent almost 80 years in university and they didn't teach me how to make money? Yes. It's very funny. So let's proceed. Well, not all companies pay dividend though. Let's look at two kind of companies we have. We have blue chip companies and we have growth companies. These are the two companies we have. The blue chip companies are the large companies with established record of growth, e.g. Coca-Cola. They usually pay dividends because they've established their business already. They have been in business for years with stable earnings. They have less potential for higher growth. They have already grown far. Then let us look at growth companies. Growth companies are companies that are still growing in their developmental stage and reinvesting most of their earnings, e.g. Tesla by Elon Musk. They don't usually pay dividend, are of higher risk, Share price grows and fluctuates a lot. As a new investor, it is best to start with blue chip company. Their track record is usually solid. You get it now? Because they have been in the business for long. But there are facts you need to know when you are investing in shares. You have to have long-term mindset to get the best of stock market investment. Plan to buy and hold for a long period of time. The longer you hold, the more benefit you gain. Allow the magic of compounding interest work for you. Don't be in a hurry to sell because the price appreciates a little. It's just like you bought land or gold. Do you sell immediately? You wait for some time. And this is the secret of the riches. Now, when is the best time to buy shares? Yes, let us look at the best time. Buy when you have the money now. Do you not time the market? Because nobody knows when it's going to move. How much do you need to start buying shares? Your 1K, 2K, $1, 10 cedis can buy some unit of share. Even 500 naira you are using. All you have to do is keep topping up. Don't wait till you have millions saved up for it. Now, how to know the best stock to buy? You see, we are entering it gradually. The first thing to do is understand what the company does and their business model. Know their product or services in the market. Number two, know the management details. Who are the team behind this business? Then know their competitive advantage, innovation, net worth, and loyal customer. Number four, what is the company culture? How they are known to operate? What is the model of operandi? What do experts think about this company? What are they saying about them? Then number six, what is the financial metrics? What is their revenue every year? Many of these details can be found on Google. Just type the company name and search for it. So now, how many stocks should you buy? How many stocks do you have to buy at a go? Well, there is no hard rule for this. The important thing is to have a diversified portfolio, i.e., having shares in different companies from different sectors. Understand that this will work for you from any part of the country, be Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, across the world. Since we have international stock you can trade, so it works across the board. If you use Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, Apple products, why wouldn't you want to be a shareholder with them? Why? You are using their services, but you didn't have any share with them. There is no limitation if you won't limit yourself. Now, my conclusive advice. Nobody asks for advice, but as an online business tutor, I still have to say it. Making money as principle. First, you must have what you are doing, either a business or a job or both. Only one income stream is not enough, to be sincere. Then at every point you make money, either profit or your salary, the first thing you need to do is pay yourself first. Don't deceive yourself. Every time you pay food seller, landlord, fuel station, voucher, subscription, NEPA bill, and finish all the money paying others except yourself. You should dedicate some amounts for yourself, and this money should be channeled to bring more money for you. You see why I said I don't use spare money? Because in Nigeria of today, there is no guarantee that after you pay all the bills, you will be spare cash. There might not. The big question now is, how can you buy shares? Now that you understand what share is, how you can make money with it, and how you need this investment plan immediately. So then, how can you start buying these shares? This will be addressed in the masterclass. Let's take a look at what is going to happen in the masterclass. I'll be showing you different trusted trading apps I personally use. You get the stockbroking firm for both Nigerian and foreign companies you can use. They will open your trade account for you at no cost. How you can buy stock from the secondary market and track the progress of your investment using just your phone. How you can track trending stocks and know which one to go for. What you should check out in a company before buying stock with them. How to claim dividend in case your parent bought shares for you when you are still young and you haven't even received dividend. Who knows, you may be part of those that have millions unclaimed dividend. List of stocks that are doing well. You list of stocks doing well which you can start with as a beginner so that you don't stress yourself. Then bonus one. I'll give you access to stock that pay dividend monthly. This is a very hot cake you shouldn't miss, and the best time to buy stocks so that your money can appreciate well. And I'm going to show you at least three best performing gold product producing company you can buy from. Well detailed step-by-step approach of starting buying stocks. Then we have Telegram support where you'll be receiving your help. And lastly, you'll be having 1 full year access to this training material in the support group. If you decided to join the masterclass for the stock exchange, how much do you think the training fee should worth? Well, we have to fix price. The masterclass is going to worth 40,000 naira for now. Yes, because we too we run adverts, we pay hosting platform, so this and that. So we need to pay. So and that is why the cost of the masterclass will be 40,000 naira as of now. But for the sake of those who one way or the other attend this night class by giving us a trial, by attending tonight training, we are slashing the price into two as our welcome package. After now, you won't get it again for that price. So you'll be able to pay 20,000 naira only for tonight. And in case you couldn't meet up tonight, there is another discount of 30,000 naira, which will be available for 48 hours. After which the normal price will go back to 40,000 naira. We don't look at the money per se because we spend a lot. Some people have even spent more than that without achieving anything. But with this guide, because this is a mentorship training, you'll be mentored till you get it right. We'll be sharing analysis so that you can know how the stock exchange really works. So if you are ready to pull the trigger, I'm going to post how the payment will be in the WhatsApp group. Thanks.